Oh yeah, welcome back. Episode 7, here with the killer, Bruce Paredes.
It's an honor, it's a blessing. I've seen a couple of these, but I'm sure it will be the best of them.
Yeah, yeah, there we go. I like that. I like that energy.
Make sure you speak up too.
Okay.
You'd be like, yeah.
A lot of our listeners are probably freaking out about how we didn't have episodes in like 2 weeks. But they're probably losing their hair and
They're
shit.
going to church every freaking weekend. They're like, please.
Where are they?
One more
Yeah,
podcast.
it's been a long time since the last episode, right?
You know, it's completely Ray's fault.
Is it? Why?
Yeah, he's had to charge his camera. And it takes,
it takes that fucking long?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. And then I was like,
2-week charge.
I needed a whole generator.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a lot.
I had my dad on a bike pedal. Just like charging.
Gas prices have gone up, so Ray usually puts gas in his camera, but not recently.
Yeah.
You can't fill that whole thing up.
Yeah. It's a shame.
It's understandable.
Alright, enough about fucking...
It was about Ray and his camera.
Enough about Ray's camera. Let's talk about something everybody's been thinking about. Shaving legs.
Oh.
Yeah. Big time topic right now. A lot of people aren't with it, but a lot of people are. I'm personally one of the people who are with it. I low-key started...
I'm right here, man.
Oh, I'm talking to the
Yeah, no, that's not...
I'm talking to the viewers.
No. You're talking to me, and they listen to us
Yo,
talk.
Bruce think he's the president right now.
Yeah, Bruce like... It's like, nah, fuck him. No. Nah, just...
Alright. Well, you know, I low-key started the trend of shaving legs. Like, I popped off one day at the gym, and then, you know, everyone kind of liked this. Some people didn't.
Bruce showed up with shaved legs, and I think everybody in that gym touched his leg at one point.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I felt it a good number of times.
Did.
I was looking at old ladies, they're just like grabbing them. I'm like, well, Bruce, need help? He's like, nah. This is what happens.
But I mean, like, at the same time of shaved legs, me personally, I'm with it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't look good with it.
Yeah. Why do you think? Why would you shave legs?
Why would I shave legs? Just because of the vascularity. Vascularity comes out a lot more.
You look more muscular. That's why I kind of did it, so I can look more muscular.
Yeah, exactly. The definition comes out a lot more. Vascularity. You see the vascularity you wouldn't be able to see with hairier legs. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like my skin, reflection, is that the word?
Yeah. You have a great olivey color.
I have more of like an olivey color. Olively colored skin.
Yeah. It's all lovely. I would say it is.
Big time. Big time. But what do you think about it?
I don't know. I think it's tough, but I think if I did it, I think I'd get a lot of shit for it.
You think so?
100%.
You don't have to shave. You can literally put a guard on and literally just trim. That's what I did. I put a guard on and trim because I didn't want to shave my legs.
Yeah.
Because if I completely shaved it, I would have stubbles, and then I would be like, I have to use a razor now.
Yeah.
Because stubbles would be like, the fuck.
I would definitely but like definitely after like the first week of doing it, it's like the worst because you have those like weird stubbles.
Yeah, because like I'm just like, man, I think I went too short, but I think as it grows, it's gonna look a little bit better.
No, you look good right now.
You sure? Thank
you.
Man.
Everybody on the camera, let him know that Ray has only a little bit of hair on his legs, almost like a peach fuzz. The best way to describe the leg hair. Yeah, I don't really have the hairiest legs or hairiest arms, but I do have the best beard. But
you have a nice beard.
I do have a nice beard, but I've taken beard pills. Sponsor beard pills. Let them take them, and they work. They do work. They do. But yeah, I don't really. If I shave my legs, I might be getting some shit. I definitely would get some shit. If I went to the football and I saw a bunch of guys in MSU, I'm like, "What's up, guys?" I'm like, "Yo, why are your legs shaved?" It's like, "Nah, you don't like how they look." They're gonna be like, "What'd you just say to me?" I'm like, "Nothing." Then I have to go paint tape, and I'm going to fucking take a pen and individually draw hairs on my leg just to not embarrass myself. I don't want to do all that shit.
I see your point then.
Yeah, a lot of people have judgment. I cut this is a crunch shirt. It says no judgment. We cut the no off of it because we believe judgment.
You have a couple crunch shirts. I don't have one. How did you get so many?
I think you get a free shirt if you bring someone or introduce them to Crunch, and you introduced Ange, Dylan, and who else?
I brought a whole crew.
So you get a shirt every time you do that?
Yeah, but they usually just tell me like, hey, can you just please wear this so people think this is a really good gym? Because when they see a guy like you walking around Crunch with a shirt like this, it'll be like, wow, I should go to that gym because obviously massive dudes go there.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's why I have so many of them. You know?
How many do you have? Is it actually why they gave it to you? Because like
Nah,
you bring
that's-
people
He's
in.
just messing around.
No,
but that's-
obviously, no, I know, not for
They're
that
not
reason.
that
I'm
nice
saying
there.
like
Yeah, I bring a lot of
I'm
people
saying
in.
because of the bringing in people shit.
Yeah, man, I take people at night and I just put the cult spell on them, and the next day they're just like, I want to lift, and I'm like, sure, let's go, and it's all to get a couple shirts.
Yeah.
But at this point, I'm like 4 shirts. I have like 3 of these and like 1 blue one, and I fuck with them pretty hard.
Yeah, they're nice shirts, so I brought it up.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I like the outfit you got. I like this. I like the tied sweatshirt around that. I'm big with that. Remember in middle school? I don't know if you did this in elementary school or middle school, when someone would tie it around their fucking waist, and they would have the sweatshirt around their waist.
Mm-hmm.
That's the bitchiest fucking look
I
I've
never
ever
got
got in my life.
Dude,
Oh yeah, I
That
know what
shit-
you're
it's the
talking
worst.
That shit makes me
especially for guys.
Yeah, there's no. Yeah, you guys can't make like because when girls do it, I used to see it on Vine. That was like a Vine thing I used to see.
Girls
That's how
do it, it's
was.
one thing, but when guys do it, I'm like, what are you
Well,
doing?
when girls do it, it's like, oh, I don't want anybody staring at my ass. It's like, all right, word,
Fair.
fair deal.
Fair.
But it's like if I do it, it's like,
Speaking of girls, I always hear this, and I thought it was a pretty interesting topic when I was talking to a female about it, and we were talking about the gym, and she was like, "Do you like Crunch?" And I was like, "I love Crunch. You know, I love going to Crunch.
yeah,
You know, blah blah blah." And I was just like, "Do you? Like, why wouldn't you like it?" And she was like, "Because you're not a girl." Think about it.
Yeah.
Think about when a girl walks into Crunch, everyone's looking at that.
oh
one.
yeah. But listen. I'm gonna get some hate for this, but I need to say it. There are some outfits that these girls wear that are so tight that if I showed up in the same exact outfit, I would be getting the same exact looks.
Nah, probably more.
Yeah.
I'd be getting more. I'd be getting more.
People be looking at
No,
you more
yeah,
like,
you
what the hell are you
definitely
wearing?
Because I love when girls go to the gym, you know, not because I'm like, yes, girls are here, but it's like, you know, it just, you know, gets the vibe up, gets everybody, you know, the vibe's good. But then, like, sometimes I see girls, they walk around, they got their shirt like this, and it's tight like this, and their pants are on, and you could put a fucking quarter in their pants, and you could see if it's head or tail or not. And it's like, bro, that is so tight.
Yeah.
It's
no.
like, that is a crazy, like, and then they get looked at, and they're like, why am I getting looked at? It's like, well,
100%.
yeah, I mean, I feel like
100%.
I could say this right now
Like-
because I have like 99.8% guy viewership. So I'm not gonna get away with this shit. But that's why the looks are coming. It's because like
Yeah.
when you're going wearing fucking, it looks like someone just wrapped you up in what the fuck is that called? Saran wrap, is it?
Foil.
Foil. It looks like they just put you, yeah. And it's like it's like it's so tight, and it's like, oh, time to work out, and they work out. They're like, all right.
Right.
Yeah, they're like,
What the
they're
fuck?
like walking around like crabs with a band between their
They're
legs.
banned between their
They're
legs.
crab walkers.
They're
We're just
fucking-
hating on girls at this
No,
point.
we're not hating on.
We're not
hating
hating
on.
I'm
No,
not. You are.
I'm not
No,
hating. I might be hating. Low, I am low key hating,
No.
but I'm just telling why it's happening. Like there are a bunch of guys that are there that are creeps. You know, we got like 2 of them right here.
Don't
Not
play
me, because I
yourself.
respect women. But yeah, that's the big argument I have against that. Like
That why they get so many looks. It's
Yeah.
almost brought upon them, but at the same
yeah,
time, no.
you know, I don't want to blame, but if you wore like a longer shirt, I think it'd be better. But to be fair, I do the same. Like I'll do the same thing. I'll show up with a really tight shirt on, some short shorts, because I want the attention, and I feel like that's what everybody's kind of going for while
The
everybody's at the
attention?
gym. Yeah, I love the attention. I love like,
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, people do.
People love-
subliminally, even if you don't.
yeah, it's
kind
like
of do go
it's
for
like
the attention.
I hate going to Crunch. That's what they be saying. Oh, I hate going to Crunch. Oh, you hate it? And
Oh,
then,
you
but
hate
you're
it?
there 5 times a week. It's like, yeah, I care about my grind. It's like, oh, okay. And they go there,
Okay,
got their fucking shorts up here. They're fucking doing their fucking back leg lifts and shit. And then there's like 25 men in the gym just like this, and then they're like this. In their head, they're like, fuck, why is
Yeah.
everybody looking at me? But in the back of their fucking head, like right near
They're
their,
like happy.
like right behind, in their spine
Subconsciously-
area, they're like,
subconsciously they like it.
yeah, they're like, oh shit, I run this gym.
Yeah.
You know?
Big time, especially when you got like a really crazy pump going,
Yeah.
and you're like doing like just any type of movement. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And
Well-
you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, shit.
No, that's me. That's different. I can only imagine it's different for a girl because a girl.
Oh, you're
a
talking
girl
about
get-
girls?
Yeah, well, they'll get.
Oh, what the? F-
Yeah, no.
I thought we were talking about
So,
guys.
like, basically, it's like,
I don't look at guys that often.
We-
no, I'm not saying
we-
look at guys.
but think about it.
Wait a minute. Bruce has been looking at God now, but
But think about it, guys go to the gym just to like better themselves.
well, so does everybody, right?
But like not like no, think about it. Like we look at each other in the mirror, we're like, wow, we're fucking.
Oh
good.
yeah, like I like yeah.
We have a different mentality than most people. That's what I really meant. Like we just want to fucking just get stronger,
Not
look
guys,
better.
the cult, you should
The
say.
cult, basically.
The cult.
We got a couple girl cult members. They haven't really been highlighted. I don't even really if they know.
Isn't there like one?
Yeah, there's like 2. I don't even really know if they know if they're a part of it. But you know what? We'll keep them going. We'll keep them going.
We'll keep them in the cult.
But you know, it's like when I go to the gym and I get looked at, that's the best feeling ever. You know?
Oh yeah.
As a guy, like if a girl comes up to me and was like, I get stared at the gym, I'd be like, damn, that like okay, that's kind of sucks. But like if I came, like you know, dude, everyone was staring at me in the gym.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like
yeah, it's
I would like dab that guy up. I'd be like, dude, what'd you hit? And then they tell me.
What you hit exactly, man.
One time I was in the rec center at Montclair. Shout out Montclair. This isn't a great story, but
Yeah.
I was at the rec and you know I'm hitting some nice numbers. I hit like 425 on squat for 3, and like I'm getting stared at by fucking 3 of the fucking rec team members who are just other college students wearing masks. Because I put my mask down here because I'm squatting heavy weight, and these 3 rec girls are keep coming up to me like, hey. Put your mask down, my manager's getting really pissed. And this one girl who's getting real pissed at me, she's like this fucking tall. She comes up to me like, put your fucking mask up. Like, I'm tired of this shit. No. But she was all pissed about it. She was angry. She's like, put your goddamn mask up. I'm not going to tell you again. And then they told her, and I didn't. I just, you know, I wore it. And they're like, your 45 minutes is over. Didn't leave. I was like, you're going to have to carry me out of here if you want me out. Eventually went upstairs. I got into this woman came up to me freaking out. Like, one of the managers of the rec, she's like a 40-year-old woman. She comes up to me freaking out about my mask, and I just completely just de-escalate the situation. She's like, she's like, you don't want to wear your mask? You want to get everybody sick? I had all you football players coming here complaining about us, and I was like, just doing like fucking quad extensions, and I was like, I don't want to be the guy, and I just went off, and it all got handled. I wasn't allowed to go back there for a little while.
How long ago was this?
It was a couple months
Like
ago.
the
It was like
sad
first
thing is,
semester.
you're only going there just to get your workout in and leave. He didn't want to stay there. Like you just don't want to get your workout done and leave, and they're just giving you an
And
issue.
now look at it. There's no mask anywhere.
Yeah.
And there was no one in the gym, right? That's a stupid thing.
No, there was, but it's the rec department, so it's rec lifting. So they want people going in there, you know, this is how they want them doing curls. Like cheating. They want them doing bullshit that isn't going to get them better. Because that's rec. It's rec. I go there, I do some real fucking shit. That's why I was getting looked at. I'm over there putting on... You think any of those people in that gym were putting on more than 1 plate? Even if they were picking up 1 plate?
No.
I was putting 4 on. I was like...
Even if they were.
Dude, they don't even know what a plate on each side. They would sit there and have to fucking pull out their calculator if they wanted to know what that number was. 135, right off the top of my head. Yeah. But it was fucking bullshit. I told him, I was like, I'm getting looked at because I'm like the only one who works out. It was so stupid there anyways. You weren't allowed to spot each other because social distancing.
Really?
Yeah. I was thinking, I was like, I should go up there and put on like 315. And like 315 I could lift off me, but no one else can. So I should have just like went under it, just like, oh my god! And then had everybody freak out and then just been like, then lift
There was
it
a
off.
video on that. There was a video where someone like literally was about to go up and collapse, and people ran over. He's like, nah, I got it. And he literally just lifted it with ease.
Yeah,
it was like 315. I was like, oh.
Nah, dude, I think I've seen that video. I think it was like 405.
Oh my god.
It was 405. There's like a couple guys.
See that one video of the Eve?
Oh yeah, I've seen the pec tear. That's a bad one.
Pec tear. I don't look at injury videos. Like,
I don't look at
ever.
them.
If someone sends me an injury video,
I usually
you're
like looking
fucked
at
up,
injury
man.
videos.
I
I don't know. They not satisfy me, but it's so intriguing. Like what happened with the body, what the
dude,
body
because
can do.
like I swear to God, I've only ever watched like 2 injury videos, and I've definitely came across at least hundreds of them just going through Instagram. You know what I mean? But like I never watched them because I don't even want it in the back of my mind.
don't know. A lot of people like. Did you see? One time I was benching. I was doing only like 255 on incline, and I was like, hey, can you give me a spot? I'm doing 5 reps. This kid's like, you see the video? I was like, first of all, why the fuck would you bring up that video while I'm about to do this? And I was like, that guy was doing fucking 405. I was like, those are such different weights.
Yeah.
Like anyone trying to do 405 anything, like it's the normal body's just gonna be like, wow, this is pretty tough.
Yeah, 100%. But I don't watch any type of injury video.
No, people love those injury videos. They're fucking
But
weird.
what's it called? Did you guys see the one in the UFC? That like
the leg
knee,
break.
like the
Yeah, his leg fucking
I was like,
oh, that was a bad one.
I wanted to run away and cry.
See if maybe we can get that on film. We could play. We could show.
We could probably show it. I want to show.
Pull up in the side camera, or like just
right here
on the side. Yeah, put it here. If you could figure out how to put it here, put it here.
I'm gonna be there like all night, like
Ray's gonna be for hours, just like God damn it.
with the one Mac I have, clicking buttons.
The big computer.
I figured out how to show a picture. So I want to show your legs. Like eventually, the beginning of the podcast, of how you had
just like
hairless legs. Like I wanted to use that picture where you're just flexing your
cut
quads.
the video, like right now.
It will continue to play the video.
This clip right now should not be in the podcast, but like just cut to my quads.
Put someone else's quads.
It looks good in the light though too.
Put someone else's quads over them. Put it like Big Bird's legs, and then put Bruce on them like this was before Bruce shaved his legs, and then put like Kali Muscle or what the fuck his name is, one of those bodybuilders, and put it after like
shave
and just post shave legs, and everybody would be like, wow, I should try that. And everybody would try and be like, wow.
Everyone
I just pick a random
everyone should try
bodybuilder's
that.
like legs.
No.
You never know if it's gonna look good until you do it. And the hardest part is doing it.
I know, but like I just don't want it. That is the hardest part. That's probably the part I won't get past.
Exactly.
Is it my turn?
No, it's I gotta go all the way around. Sorry about that. I just had to make sure they heard the whole room. Even though these make no wires.
These make no difference.
These make no
in the
difference.
term of the sound.
They're just for show. I say that all the time. I hope people like it.
Aesthetics or size?
Aesthetics or size? Oof, oof, oof.
Right.
That's a big one. You know, because I'm big on size. You know, I'm also very gorgeous, like aesthetically pleasing. But I'm also like, I weighed myself before. I was like 254.
Both are beautiful in their own ways. It's kind of like children.
But I think it's better to have aesthetics when you have more size. You know, because you could have aesthetics and be like, oh, that guy's pretty good. But then you put on a long sleeve shirt and it's like,
Does he work out?
does he work out? You know? I like to be like, have a shirt off. Like, I always used to say this, like, when I was at school, because I used to work out with a long sleeve sometimes, and be like, no bigger flex than looking buff in a long sleeve, you know?
Yeah, that was the big time, like, especially me. I was big into that in high school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You always wanted to look as big as you could in any type of shirt you wore. Not too much anymore for me nowadays, honestly, though, because I don't really care if, like, someone sees me and they don't think I lift or not. You know what I mean?
Well, to be fair,
Well, I mean, at the same time, I would love to look big.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Well, you also just started like a couple months ago, right? And like towards the end of bulking season, you got on. So you got on. You weren't like, let me get these gains. You were like, let me look vascular.
Yeah.
And that you do.
That you
And
do.
honestly, it looks good. Size.
Looks
and
alright.
I look like a fucking beast.
You look okay.
I think I was nominated.
For what?
Best looking in the cold.
Biggest bitch.
Biggest.
That's what I nominated you for. You know what? I think it's gonna be a landslide victory.
We should do that. We
should
should do like a quote.
Votes. We should do
quote
votes.
votes. Exactly on like the Instagram story. Like,
Yeah. I think I might have a pull-up competition soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna get smoked. You're gonna.
Who the
be
fuck
dead
are you
fucking
talking?
loud.
I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna
get 2 reps.
Like someone's gonna be pushing Joe.
I'm gonna have a green screen. I'm gonna put someone in a green suit, and I'm gonna put a green screen behind it. It's gonna be Ray. Ray's gonna be under my knees, like shoulder, and I'm just gonna.
It's gonna be the heaviest shoulder press
We're
of
gonna
my
do
life.
that crunch.
We're gonna do it. Everybody's got like. I'll do another video submission thing. You know, I don't think anybody will be able to cheat. But you know, everybody can join this one if they want. This is an easier one to do.
Which one is this one?
This one's super easy. You know, anyone can just do pull-ups. If I say pull-up competition, someone sends me a video of them doing chin-ups, I'm driving to their house and beating them up.
Pull-ups is this one, no?
Yeah, this is pull-ups. This is pull-ups for everyone who's getting ready for competition.
How many do you think you rip?
I could get fucking. I think I could pull 15.
15.
Yeah, I'm jacked.
Okay. Right.
I think I can get at least 20.
All right, I can get 22.
Probably more.
I
I really don't know how many I can get.
85.
I'm lowballing myself with 15, I believe. But if I don't pull
I think
up,
you can get a little more than 15.
Yeah, I'm just saying 15. So it's like if I say like, let's say I say like 20, and I get like 17, everybody's like, oh, what a bitch. Now it's like, oh, he fucking PT. I should just say I can only get 5 and show up with like 40.
Pop off crazy.
How many can you get?
I really don't know.
I remember.
I've never really.
I
tried to
remember
do
when
that
Bruce
many.
started working out. Like, when was this, Bruce? Because like I remember you were like doing pull-ups, and then you were like, "You would do a pull-up, Ray?" And then I did, because like you were like struggling with after like a couple, and then like I did like one clean. He's like, "All right, get down."
This was at Crunch.
Yeah, this was that crunch. I did one clean, and Bruce was
I
like,
was just
"Get
like,
down."
you're showing off at this.
Dude,
point.
no, that's gonna break everyone's ears.
Add like a sound effect into that, like just mic drop.
Make it like a sound that doesn't make it
make it
make it like a dog toy, like squeak. Everybody's like, wait a fucking minute, what'd that fall on? No, but that was when Bruce came in as Pizza Pie.
That was Pizza
like,
Pie.
I've worked out in the past. Like I was a pretty strong kid in high school.
you were.
Oh no, I know you worked out.
You
But, like,
just-
you were on and off.
I just completely stopped for like one full year. Like I just did not touch a weight. I didn't walk into a gym. I didn't go on any types of walks or run, let alone exercise.
The funniest thing was, I love this story about how you have that bench press in your room.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and like you bring girls over, and it's like they just see it. And it's like, and then you take off your shirt, and you're just like dripping, like just body fat. And there's like
that's not being used.
Yeah, that's furniture.
That's dead space over there.
Yo, you have to clean the dust off.
That's dead fucking space.
When
over
Bruce
there.
first went back into lifting, he had to go back over it. He had to pull everything off. He's like, I forgot I had this. Dust all over the fucking room.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Those are the days.
When Bruce used to lift in high school, I used to remember he'd always go so hard, and then stop just when he needed to. Just when he needed to keep going.
Every year consistently, I would go hard for maybe 4 months hard, like
Hard
right
as
after
fuck.
football, and then that's it.
And then like summer it was about to start getting warm out. Everyone was taking their shirts off, and then you just catch Bruce playing basketball every day. So he forgets. He's like, I don't need to lift to play basketball.
Yeah, just
And
cardio.
It's just
Worst
cardio.
ideas ever, man.
And then he would just. I remember he used to talk to me about weird diets he was on. He was like, I think I'm gonna go on a fast. Like when I'm only gonna drink water. I was like, I don't know if I like that idea.
I
And he
think
was
you'll
like, no.
die.
Yeah, probably.
Because there was videos about like people doing it for 30 days. But it's like,
I really thought I would be able to do it for 30 days.
It's just
I could
what you
barely
eat.
not eat for like 6
You gotta
hours.
eat good. Just gotta eat good.
you just gotta eat good.
And
Yeah,
that-
I mean, I
honestly,
saw
that's most likely how you're gonna. Most people look better if you just change your diet.
Yeah, it helps.
100%.
It helps more than you think.
Oh, perfect guy to talk to diet about. This guy
Yeah,
used
you want
to
to talk
look like,
about diet? I personally, I don't mean to boost like my ego or anything, but I think I've mastered dieting. Like honestly, like
Yeah.
I just know so much about nutrition at this point that it's just like absolute insanity.
See, that's Bruce's problem, is that he does know so much, so when people ask him for advice, he gives him, like, here, this is what I do. And then you just, like, give him, shout out Gavin. Gavin's trying to get a little bigger. But you're telling Gavin, like, the Mr. Olympia diet, and Gavin's just like, I don't really know how to even make cereal yet. You're telling him to do all this shit, and it's like, fuck, I don't know if I can do all that.
Yeah.
So I think that's where you have kind of a misconnection with advice.
Yeah, no. I definitely that's one thing I was telling you about.
Yeah.
When someone asks me for advice, I picture you being the same as me, that you want like the absolute max. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You want the absolute best. So I'm gonna give you the absolute best information. I'm gonna give you the absolute best nutrition advice. You know what I mean? But sometimes it's too much.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
It's
sometimes
like- it's
that's
like
the problem.
way too
Sometimes you'll
much.
tell somebody, it's like, yeah, you gotta eat this chicken this time.
And
eat this.
that's where the disconnect happens, because
Yeah.
then you start to tell Gavin like, oh, just start running a little bit, just like
Yeah.
know, doing this, doing that. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, you know what? Maybe for him to start
Yeah.
off, that is
Sounds
probably
much
his
better
best
just to
bet.
be like,
I'm like telling Gavin to buy a scale.
yeah, you're telling him like,
put it
you're
on,
telling him
like-
exactly what to do, like to get a calculator, start measuring his body fat. and
You just
shit.
gotta sum it up like this: just eat more meat, eat more chicken, eat more vegetables,
But that's the
drink
thing.
more water.
I'm a vegan.
Drink more wine.
No water.
Oh,
Why?
water. To do what? In order to do what? To like.
Get better looking. Just it just helps your metabolism. It's so much.
But
vegetables help out so much more than you think.
No, 100% vegetables, like, the thermic effect on vegetables, like, you burn calories just eating them.
Yeah, and it literally just helps with brain. It helps with everything. So just eating good. Eating
Burning
good just
calories,
helps.
eating vegetables.
Chicken, burgers,
That's crazy.
fish.
I didn't know
Protein and veggies.
I'm just gonna start. That's what everybody's. That's the problem. Everybody should just start eating vegetables like caramel on it, so it cancels out. Because you're losing calories, you're eating like a broccoli, but it's like covered in chocolate.
Yeah.
So it's
people
like,
that do that.
Yeah, like evens out.
Yeah, you're not doing anything. It's like you drinking a soda, or it's like you going for like a run and then drinking a soda right after. It doesn't help.
Dude, I remember one time I did a moving job with Maltini, and it was such a bad. It was
my god, I remember this story.
Which one is it? Is the one where you think I almost kill him?
That no, but like he.
Oh
decided
yeah,
to get
he got a sody pop. Yeah, we're doing this. We're filling up a trash can with just a house. Like it's like I don't know what they did to this house, but it's looked like a giant came and just stomped on it. And then these people call us up and like, hey, take this house and throw it in in the garbage. So
Wait, house of what?
Of this like big like
just a house. Like it looked like a like.
It's like a wrecking ball took it down and you have to pick up the pieces and throw it in the trash. That was his job.
That was our me and Martin's job. We woke up at like 8. We got there like blazing sun. We're in jeans, work boots, gloves.
That's crazy.
And we did that. We were picking up like pieces of wall, pieces of door, broken glass, all this bullshit like rocks. Like the heaviest things you could think of.
Yeah.
Tires for some reason. And we're throwing them in. Maltini's obviously struggling way more than I am. Because Maltini's like 160 at the time.
Yeah,
and he's like he's a little bitch. He's trying to take everything. He's like, ugh. And then the guy asks us, this guy's son comes out who paid for us to do it. And the guy's son came out and, bitchiest thing I ever seen. The kid was like fucking 2 years younger than us. He's sitting in his goddamn house playing goddamn Minecraft or some shit. While we're out here working on his fucking house. It's like, hey, that kid's gonna grow up and be a fucking bitch.
Yeah,
but I didn't say
was
that.
like, if my dad was doing that, like I would be out there.
Yeah, you kidding me?
His dad?
No,
the
dad.
If that was my house.
No, the dad paid us, but the son was inside chilling while we were working. It's like, hey, bro, that kid. It's not gonna be a hard worker. Look what you just put in.
My family would never pay for somebody.
Yeah, my family would be like, "Yo, there's a house for you to throw out." I'd be like, "Okay."
I'd be like, "What?" And then I'd have to do it eventually, but I'd be super like confused on why I was doing it.
Well, I couldn't
you know what I mean?
The entire time, Maltini and I were just talking shit about the little kid. He wasn't too little, but he was like 14 or something, or 16, probably 14. But we were just talking shit like, "Why the fuck is he not out?" And then Maltini thought he was dying too, because. The kid eventually got on his bike and wanted us to get us something. I got like a Gatorade and some waters. Maltini got like a fucking...
Got on his bike?
Yeah, he got on his bike to go get us something from the store. So, he came in a little clutch like that, but he's still a little bitch for not helping.
Yeah.
But Maltini got a fucking vanilla Coke.
Yeah.
That's what he did to refresh himself. The sun's blazing, like 85 degrees this day. Got a vanilla Coke. Sun's blazing right on our face. We're throwing
That's
tires.
so him to do that.
Yeah, dude, I had a gray shirt. Shirt was black after because it was so fucking sweaty. And he has a vanilla Coke, and I don't even know how he's surviving at this point. Because then, and it's bad too, because we filled it so high up that we had to climb up on the trash can and start jumping on it to break it down a little bit
That's
more.
how much there was?
Dude, it was
like the bottom to the top?
Yeah, of one of those big trash things that you put
like you see in the front yard.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
We filled up a house. A goddamn house.
What'd you get paid?
We got $200 each.
How long?
That was like 5 hours, I'd say.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It's one of those jobs. I went home and just slept forever after that.
Yeah.
But it's like one of those jobs. It's like, this is terrible, but you just gotta get through it. Yeah, that's how we train in the cult. We take down houses.
Definitely.
But Maltini got really sick, drinking that Coke. Did he throw up?
I don't know. I think the whole time he was just hanging out, trying not to throw up. But he was taking little breaks. And I was like, come on, Mike, let's fucking hurry. We're almost done. And
he said he felt really bad after because he slugged it.
He slugged a Coke. He takes it, he's like, oh, dude, thank God the drink is here after working in the sun. Slugs Coke.
It probably felt so refreshing at first, but then as time went on, he was oh, fuck.
Dude, I see people.
I can't tell you the last time I've had a regular Coke. You know what I mean?
Ray loves Coke.
Yeah,
Really?
Ray loves his Coke.
I love Coca-Cola, but I'm not a big soda drinker.
Yeah.
I don't think as much as Maltini.
Yeah, Maltini used to drink soda. Like, he used to go to the Grasshopper when we used to be a... Maltini was on the first podcast, so you guys don't know who he is. But he would drink like 5 cups of soda throughout the night. And I was like, bro, what are you made out of?
He drank four size glasses of
I bet.
4 of them. He drank 4, and I was like, oh my god, I was like, you feel sick? He's like, no.
He went home and ate like 3 sleeves of Pringles probably after that.
Yeah, he had
That fuck.
Yeah, there's a lot of... I
Like,
see the way some people eat, and it shocks me. It shocks me to the bone. Like, because I can't even imagine, like, going to McDonald's and, like, getting one of those big fucking jugs of soda.
Yeah.
That's, like, you just see, like, a meat, like... I went to an ice cream place with my uncle and my cousin the other day when after we were working. I didn't get anything. My uncle's like, let me get a medium. They give him a cup that's like this big, filled with ice cream. I was like, that's a medium?
Yeah.
And then my cousin's large comes out, and it was like a cup this fucking tall, like this wide.
Pure,
it was like
filled with ice cream.
with ice cream.
Wow.
I was like, bro, why are they selling this? I was like looking around. I'm like, bro, I was like, and like some of the people, the workers are wearing fucking masks. And I'm confused. I'm like, you're wearing masks for safety, but then you hand out this much fucking ice cream at one time? I was like, you're the problem.
Yeah.
I was like, you're the villain.
What was the statistic with obese people and COVID related deaths?
Oh, I think it was like
80%.
Was it 80?
80 or 88?
I think it was like, it was like a really high percentage from obesity. Shocking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really
most people that got
shocking.
COVID, like they died because of other stuff. Because their body already can't handle the obesity as it is, and then they get COVID. The body's like, oh my god, and they just like throw.
It's not a good thing, man. I did a whole project on fucking obesity, and I learned a lot about it. Like there's a lot of shit you can come from it, like stroke, obviously stroke, heart disease, like all that, gallbladder, like all that fun shit, But it's like pretty simple. It's like I feel like everybody kind of figures out what it's supposed to be to get rid of it. It's like eat less, work out. And I think that's something
Definitely everyone can make a change, but I definitely do believe some people have it easier than others. Just because of just the research I've done behind obesity. Like a lot of different people's genetics
that's
will
another part of it.
determine if you're gonna be obese or not. Like say for instance,
that was a full slide.
Some people are born with more fat cells than others.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some people are just prone to eat more than others, be more full than others, even with like when someone can have like 1 plate, another person can have like 8 plates.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think I'm a part of those. I think I'm part of that group. Just
What?
genetics.
Yeah.
really?
I think that's like because my uncle was a huge bodybuilder and like he was ripped too,
Yeah.
and that's how like I have his blood, like his genetics.
And he
Yeah,
has his blood
100%.
around his neck.
No, and think about it. Ray's cut his shit.
It looks
You
alright.
know, and Ray does like no cardio, like no nothing.
I really don't
And
do
he's-
cardio at
Yeah,
all.
exactly. And you're still like fucking ripped.
And I do
That's
core.
what-
I do
that's-
core like maybe once a week,
Yeah,
maybe
it's
less.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck 'em. Yeah, yeah, no, it is tough. It is tough, to not be obese. I talked about one time on another podcast, and I think I talked about it with you. I'm gonna say the whole joke again, but fucking go to Costco, 25,
Yeah.
25
We
box.
made this joke originally.
Yeah,
dude.
box of 25 Hot Pockets. You can get You can get Italian. You can get Swiss flavored Hot Pocket. Any kind of fucking Hot Pocket.
Yeah.
$4.99. Oh shit.
Like 25.
I'm
25
convinced
times.
with like food like that, with Hot Pockets and all that shit, all the junk food that there is. I guarantee you, companies make it addicting.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, are you kidding me?
That's why they keep going back. They can just go back and eat more.
That's a fact, isn't it? Though, like
I think
companies
that's a fact.
purposely make their food more addictive.
Joe
so you
Rogan
keep
was
going.
kind of talking about it.
Yeah,
that they're
yeah,
starting
Joe
to
Rogan's
make
big
it
into that.
processed,
Yeah.
so you can
Joe
go
Rogan's
back to
really big into like America being obese and him like
Mhm.
giving his perspective on it.
He's
Yeah.
such a smart
You
dude.
know
I love
what I
how
mean?
that's why he's so
He's the
big, because he
GOAT.
talks about everything under the sun, and he's intelligent with everything. under the
Exactly.
sun.
Because he's talked to so many people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's talked to he hasn't just Googled this shit.
Yeah, like, he talks to like experts about it. He's not just like
talking to
hanging out.
experts.
Yeah, he
about
does. He
it.
does have experts. He talks to experts all the time.
Yeah, he's always talking about he loves elk meat. I want to try elk meat. That's like way better for you apparently.
You really?
What is it?
Elk meat.
Oh, elk.
You can't buy elk meat.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't think it's legal right now. I mean, maybe I could get some from my buddy because he does hunting. Shout out. Forgot his name. Oh, I'll remember it later.
Doesn't Eric hunt?
Eric does hunt. Eric could get us it too. Some venison, I think it is.
That'd be crazy if like we go down to like Eric's and like he just shoots a deer and we cook it up on like the grill one day.
Yeah, that actually.
I never ate deer before.
I've never. Yeah,
Really?
I've never eaten.
Yeah, have you eaten a deer?
I've never either.
I
don't know why.
I've only eaten one alive. No, but
Like, I do want to go hunting one time, just like
I've been big into hunting recently.
and just eat my prey, and I just feel like a man.
You know what I want
Wanna
to
be
kill?
hunting?
I want to go grizzly bear hunting.
whoa,
That's like crazy.
Let's catch
right?
let's like kill a squirrel before we go to grizzly bears. You know, let's start at level 1.
I hear you.
I killed a squirrel once with a BB gun.
Oh, that's hunting. That's hunting is enough
So
for
like, I
me.
was like,
Oh, you have?
yeah, like I was in Pennsylvania, and like I had like a little BB gun, and it was just chilling, just on this branch, and my dad's like trying to get it, and, like it was my first time, and I shot it, and then literally disappeared, and I was like, my dad was like, did you get it in the fucking first shot? So then we go over there, it's still twirling and shit. I got it in the eye.
Yes.
Whoa, you're a piece of shit.
But like it was already dead, but the muscle in the brain was just still spazzing, so it was just fucking going all
You
over.
should have
the
broke
place.
its. You should have just picked it up, and broke its little neck.
That's what my dad did. He broke its neck so it could finally just
What a
like.
beast! So Rich Williams didn't catch not even a blink. Just went up to it like, oh, ripped the goddamn head off of it, pulled the spine out, threw it away.
Does the most.
Puts his finger in where the head was and just grabs it by the tail and skins it one piece. He's like, "Good job, Ray."
Bro,
Fuck, Odie.
but there's no better hunter than my old cat Oreo.
Oh.
He killed a bunny like this big, and I looked over the edge.
This big for everyone at
Yeah,
home.
I looked over the edge. I saw the body over here and the head over here and the
Yeah.
spine attached, and I was like, "What?"
Dude.
I was like, "My cat's a fucking beast."
Damn. I was listening to Joe Rogan
Monster.
podcast and he was talking to some I think he talked to some scientists and he talked about like how house cats kill like billions of rodents every year.
Really?
Like such an unbelievably large
Especially
amount of
outside
number.
cats.
Yeah, dude.
Because outside cats are basically they're like know how to survive.
They're fucking predators.
I bet like living in New York, you need a house cat.
Bro, if you do
Almost.
cat
Right.
my dad once told me a story when they had the rats at some job his friend worked at. They had rats or something, and then they were like, "Oh, we'll get cats to get the rats." The fucking rats ate the cats.
Whoa.
Because the rat.
Whoa, the rats.
The rats ate them. They come in, they're like, "Oh my god!" It's because those fucking rats in fucking New York. Who knows what they're?
New York rats,
Yeah,
dude.
dude, they're
Also,
huge.
rats
Big.
rats in the subway are just as big as cats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen pictures, dude.
They're
I don't deny it.
scary.
They're
Dude,
really big.
if I ever saw a rat as big as a cat, I would like fall down and just be like, "What does this world come to?"
Yeah.
Dude, I will be getting on like anything to stand on. I'll be like,
Yeah.
I'll be poking it with a stick.
There's really nothing useful about rats. You can't eat them, can't do anything with them. They're just fucking
They are pretty
Mosquitoes
disgusting.
too. Mosquitoes and rats.
too. Mosquitoes and rats of the air. What else are rats? I think I fucking hate geese. Geese are rats.
Geese.
But there is like that deer suck.
Deer do suck. Well, deer
Right.
suck for us because here where we live, deer are everywhere. But like when you go down to whenever I talk to my
Whenever I
buddy,
see a deer, I honestly think of it like a big rat.
yeah, like I don't think
You know what I
anything
mean?
of it. But when like Eric comes up
It
here,
just
someone
looks
that
nicer.
hunts, they're like, "What?" They're like, "Dude, there's a deer right there." I'm like, "Yeah, I know." They're like, "Bro,
Yeah, when you go like
if I just had my gun right now, I'd kill it." And I was just like, okay. I was like, if I had a gun too, I'd probably kill it. It's like, just bro, because there's none down there. Like if you go down to where Eric lives,
Yeah.
there's none.
Really?
You have to go.
It's-
You have to look really hard, and you might not be able to find it.
yeah, I really never
Whoa.
noticed anything. Why? It's all woods down there.
No, because the hunters are going for them.
Oh,
So they're
yeah.
hiding,
It's
leaving
illegal
them
to
out.
really hunt them out here because we kind
Yeah.
of like a lot of people do like them,
I don't like them.
but I like the babies. The babies are adorable. You can't deny.
Oh, the baby.
Let's go. But they do have to control them because sometimes there's just so much here, and
There's so
we've
much.
been hitting them. They'd be causing accidents too. So we would actually go around and like kill a lot of them, a lot of the like males, so we can control the population.
Oh
'Cause
really?
We don't
go around and kill them?
Females are illegal to kill because they hold the babies.
Oh, okay.
So-
So, males are like fair game.
Yeah.
Not
so
like
ma-
around here.
So it has to
Yeah,
be like a
okay.
big buck. So usually big bucks. They
Dude,
yeah,
I've seen some big bucks
Seen
around.
some big ass
CJ.
bucks.
big bucks are cool though.
Thick, dude.
Dude, they're cool
like,
sometimes. They
not
can,
like
they can hurt
thick,
you.
like ass.
They
They're
can
like-
really hurt you.
No, I bet their necks are
Fuck
just
you up.
stiff as shit.
They're
You
fucking
know what I
horns,
mean?
and they can kick you, and their hooves are fucking sharp.
I always think
Yeah.
about if I could beat one in a fight.
I mean,
Just
yeah, you probably
yeah,
can.
I do think I could beat, like, if you gave me, like,
I don't know how they
Like a-
attack, but if you showed me a video,
I think I could, if you gave me a big boy bat, like one of the thick barreled ones, you know, and that's all I had, I could wear a suit of armor, like a knight, over. I'm not
you
losing
have a
that.
whole suit of armor.
Yeah,
too.
that's, I'm not wearing that. I'll wear the, if I wore
You have a whole
this,
suit
if I wore
of
this,
armor.
maybe a pair of boots, or just give me jeans and a long sleeve shirt, like a cohort shirt, you know, just so I could fit the personality of killing a deer.
Yeah,
And you gave me a big barrel bat. I'm coming right up to it.
completely naked, one bat. Are you taking down?
Yeah, I'm taking down that deer because
You're
now it's
taking
for,
him down
Dude, you're fully. You were saying you're fully armored.
fully naked.
Like-
in the wild.
Can I have shoes
So
on?
now he has home court advantage.
He does. Do I still have my bat?
Yes,
Is it a big barrel?
you made it.
I'm not. I don't really know.
Joe cut down a tree and just
Yeah, I cut
made
down
the
a tree.
biggest bat in the world.
You know what? You know what?
No, you get a wooden like baseball.
If I was able to make something myself, I would make a spear because you know the
You'd
fucking
make a spear?
You know,
Okay.
the,
You can
well,
keep its distance and just.
I
like,
could. Oh,
True.
if I had a spear, I'm killing that thing 100 times out of 10. Our fucking ancestors used to goddamn kill woolly mammoths in groups of like. They were like, all right, groups of 8.
Those were
see that
tough
huge,
to kill.
See that massive fucking
Yeah, I
They,
bet.
they were fucking
I
pain in the
bet.
ass, especially whales back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, people were
Like
killing whales.
dude, they were trying
What?
to kill whales. These killer whales would literally destroy the ship.
Get them out.
They throw spears at it. The whale's just like and just destroys the shit.
Dude, yeah, that is a tough thing to fucking kill.
Yeah, that's really
Especially
hard to
back in the
navigate.
day, they
Dude.
didn't know how to do
Oh
it.
yeah, what the fuck
It's
do they
against
use?
Moby
How do
Dicks.
they even pull it down to the water?
They use like these really crazy nets. Sometimes it will literally sink the ship because the ship will go like 'cause it's so heavy.
Those were
yeah.
men. Those were, you know, we do our lifting and shit, but like if it came down to it, I've never been like, let's
Yo,
go
tell
kill
me
a
about
fucking
it.
woolly
I
mammoth.
just
Speaking of-
watched. Speaking of manly man, my bad, but like,
I want to go after you, manly man.
what about that? What about that? So you're speaking about like back then, how like we were like just talking about lifting and shit.
Yeah.
I just watched Hacksaw Ridge the other day.
What is that?
Have you ever watched Hacksaw Ridge?
He did watch it. He watched it with us. It's basically like a Japanese and American like story. Them going at like World War II. It's about this very like intelligent medic that did not want to kill.
Oh yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, so he was really good. And
I'm
speaking,
talking about like the war scenes.
The
yeah,
war
it was
scenes are
crazy.
insane, bro. I can't
Speaking
believe
about
it.
manly men, today is the 77th anniversary of D-Day.
D-Day.
Oh,
And
dude, I was thinking about
those
that.
men stormed the beaches and paratrooped into enemy territory and literally fought for their country. Their mindset was literally, I gotta free this whole continent. They had to go through France and then into Germany just to like kill these very intelligent like Germans that were just
That's
ready to
crazy.
kill.
Those are manly men. Those are what we need a lot of the time in
Yeah.
society. Someone that's able to step up, like, you know, oh fuck, this beach. This is the only way we could save our country.
Machine
only
guns
way.
and fucking artillery raining down on
And
the
it's just like,
beach.
yeah, you just like look, and it's just like they're just all
Wow.
fired, and it's like
I
I
remember
have
the-
to run towards
Who
that.
had that?
So-
Who had that crazy like scene? Like,
Saving Private Ryan.
Saving Private
Saving
Ryan.
Private Ryan,
Yep.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
that scene was insane.
Mhm.
Yeah, imagine being just.
The Germans were told because they couldn't land on the beach fully because it was all water, so they had to go in the water first and like
Yeah.
go knee. It was knee deep, and the Germans said, "Hey, shoot them while they're in the water when they can't move," and they all died in the water. Like I think 9,000 American troops died storming that beach.
And we took it over.
And we
won.
We still
And we
fucking
won.
People don't forget. People forget that. Like people forget that how big that is in history.
Imagine
That's
our generation fighting. Imagine our generation fighting
We'd
that.
be fucked. We'd have little Huddy out there.
huge. Little Huddy be like, oh no, dodging bullets. I've been straight.
You
You kidding me? I wouldn't be able to go out there. I'd be taking up too many bullets. I'm so fucking wide. I'd be like, oh my god. I'd be trying to dodge them, but no matter what way I go, I'm just getting hit. I'm like, god damn it. That's awful too. It's like
Those men, like
those are men.
We can never repay what they did. They literally went in there knowing they were dying. That's how they went
Yeah.
through it. If you ask
Yeah.
every soldier, they said, I accepted that I was already dead. And then I was able to fight like a soldier.
Beast.
And I was like, shit.
Right.
Superhero. That's what like what people are though. Like that's who we are. Like for the longest time. Just recently. I mean, we're having a lot of
Still
war.
number one.
We're
We're still number one country in the world.
No, I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about as people, like, in awe. Like, it's like, oh, fuck. I gotta go out and get this food for the family. Hope I don't get eaten by a jaguar. It's like, and they go out there, and they're just like I was saying before, in the Ice Age. Fucking imagine living. There's no YouTube during the Ice Age, sadly. But I'm sure there would have been some dope videos of, like, they would be like, hey, guys, check us out. All 14 of us are taking on this woolly mammoth. God, how big is a fucking woolly mammoth?
How fucking big is a woolly?
Right, look that up, tech guy. How big is? Because an elephant. I think I went to the.
I think it's double an elephant, no?
Yeah, it's the Museum of Natural History I used to go to, and bro, if you told me like, hey, you got a crew of your boys and you guys make some spears and shit by yourselves.
Animals are fucked, dude. You can't, dude. How? Yo, you and your boys make s'mores.
I'd be like, you and your boys go kill an elephant, but you gotta make the weapons. I'm like, dude. What? I'm like, God, this sucks. I was like, can I practice or something first? Like, nah, you have to kill this or else you don't eat. And you have to make sure it's dead or else you're too tired for the next time to kill one. I'd be like, well, this is some shit, huh?
This is some shit, right?
And then, like, the whole time it's also freezing snow and it's fucking hitting us. And it's like, well, I gotta kill this thing so I can take its fur.
It would weigh about like 4.5 tons, and it would like double the size of most elephants. And it would go to like 12 to 15 feet.
Jesus,
Dude,
Christ. Those
fuck.
are fucking massive.
Dude.
And that's like,
There's like a
you're
picture-
trying to kill that. What about the animals trying to kill you?
Yeah, dude.
On top of that, you know what I mean? Living in like the jungle and shit.
Dude, I'm just thinking about like living in the Ice Age right now. Like,
Oh,
I've seen
Ice
those
Age?
saber-toothed tigers with those fucking. They're extinct now with their fucking big teeth they used to
Yeah,
have.
yeah.
That's just straight up like intimidating. I look at them.
Yeah, but one surprising
That
fact
eventually humans just made every other animal fear them because
Yeah,
dude,
beasts.
we were like, oh, we're afraid of that animal because they're top of the food chain. They can kill humans. So humans had we gained like power in our brain to like figure out how to communicate and how to go on this like cultural level to take on like animals and try to live a peaceful life.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's how we're the number one on the food chain. We're top food chain.
Yeah, dude.
Imagine other animals that are above us. Imagine you just broke the food chain and something's above humans. I'll be like, oh,
I
bro.
was just talking
That would be
about
aliens.
this to
That would be
someone.
aliens.
I was just talking about this to someone that like we're so like we progressed so much in the last like 20 years of society
20
more
years,
than
yeah.
like the last like couple thousands of years, you know what I mean? Just these past 20 years have
Yeah.
just been like so
Just so much advancement.
so much
constant.
advancement.
It was
yeah.
it was the same thing with the population because it was just low, 7 billion out of nowhere.
7 billion.
And then we're just like evolving even more. I think they're predicted that it's going to be in our lifetime like 10 billion, maybe more.
Really?
Fuck.
That's
Dude,
a
that's
lot
too
of
many
fucking-
people.
That's
That's
a
too
lot
crowded.
of fucking people.
I'm gonna have to tell people, like, hey, back up.
Yeah.
Back up a little bit, man. It's fucking 10 billion.
And,
But
like-
like that, yeah, shit. That's
Let's
like
hope
another
we-
like 2. I mean, we're damn near right next to 8 at this point, right?
Mhm.
So we just need 2.
I think
2
we're
more
close
billion.
to 8. Yeah.
I think we're just about to hit it.
I think
Yeah.
that's why we had a virus that was made in a lab. I think
I think that all this shit, like, it, like, sounds really bad. Like, fuck, dude, they're making about. I think they're trying to have population control. I think that's what's on the top of everybody's list. Everybody's list that's really in power is population control. But, like, I kind of get it.
There's a theory with AIDS.
I feel it.
There's a theory with AIDS where they made it so poor people can like because there's a lot of poor people ruining people's countries and eventually AIDS just hit and it killed like in the 80s it killed 25 million people. Imagine Corona killed 25 million people and we're like, oh my god. But like back then they didn't know how it transmitted. They didn't know it. And 25 million people died and the world was in chaos and then they realized it was sexually transmitted. And they were
25 million in the U.S. or like
worldwide, I think.
Worldwide?
Worldwide. If
Okay.
25 million people died in the U.S.,
that would be.
that's like a good chunk.
That's a pretty big chunk. That's like
That's a
300,000. We have
yeah,
300,000.
We have
That's a big
300 million
percentage.
people, and that's a lot.
I like the AIDS, but I don't like look at the AIDS pandemic like awesome. But like I thought that was a
Magic
great
got through it.
example, like
Mhm.
of like, oh, I think we'll be all right with right now, because you know we went through the AIDS.
But like,
thing.
think about it. 25 million people. Like, it sometimes.
Where did AIDS come from?
What?
Well, the
What do
theory
you guys
is
think?
the theory of
Controlling
AIDS,
population helps countries, I think.
No, we're talking about where it came from. The
Oh.
theory of the AIDS is it was a homosexual man and I think a monkey. I think it was, and I think he fucked the monkey. This could be all bullshit, but this is what I think the theory is.
Sometimes people do weird shit.
And then AIDS came about. So that like how crazy 25 million one monkey fucked.
Mm-hmm.
That's like
one monkey.
who would have thought, you know?
Yeah.
Like and we couldn't even trace where it came from because it's like sexually like it could just spread in a day. Like how many people have sex in a fucking day around the
Yeah.
whole world?
Damn.
Like
Wasn't it just guys? Wasn't it like a?
it was affecting gay men at
Yeah.
first. Well, yeah, it was, and then eventually, like some people are bi and they have sex with women, and then
Passed
then it goes
over.
to the straight people too,
yeah.
and then it fucking just
Then
fucked everything.
Then it's everybody.
Then it's everybody.
the fucking
And once
great
a woman
grandfather.
got it, it was like over, and once like someone bisexual got it, it was over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it was out of the one gender. Then it was everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah. Pop
Fuck.
off real quick.
God damn it. AIDS fucking went right on top of the playlist for deaths.
yeah, that's like that was really scary. A lot of people were really like afraid of that.
Yeah, I wasn't there that time, so.
There's a conspiracy behind my what is his name? Magic Johnson
Yeah.
and AIDS. I forget the conspiracy, but like it was like they just said he had AIDS just to like be the face of it because he
Mhm.
was like on top of the NBA at that
Same
time
thing with the
and whatnot.
coronavirus with the bat.
Oh yeah, that.
So it came from a bat and it mutated to another animal and it went to humans. Bullshit. Like it was
Everybody's
probably
playing
made. It was
fucking
probably
Bruce
made.
Banner and shit.
It's probably made. It's probably made,
It was.
and
We found
just to
out.
control population.
I get it though. You know, I understand. Like, I think about the population question a lot because you know it's like, fuck. I see people on TikTok. They're like doing their dance and they bring in like 7 people. Like they're showing their kids. It's like they got 7 kids. It's like, dude, what are you doing with that many kids?
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, dude.
What you do? With
It's
that
like
many
the world doesn't
kids?
keep growing.
Yeah.
You're just adding people to it.
7, 8 kids is a lot.
I'm one of 5. That's a lot. I have to do something because if I'm gonna be 5 and I'm gonna take up space in this world, you have to do something with it.
Yeah.
Or else now that's how we should do
Now
it.
you're
like-
just taking up space.
yeah, look, I think we have a lot
it's
of people in this world
crazy
that just
though.
take up space.
It's just the countries like China and India. They have 1 billion people in each country, India and China.
Damn.
Like if we were to have 100 billion people, we would still have plenty of room on Earth because Earth is that big. So
Yeah,
it's
true.
just a problem
the
in where they live.
resources, no?
It's
yeah,
the
yeah, it is a problem where they live.
So there's 1 billion people in China and there's 1 billion people in India.
The fuck am
they're
I
like
talking
they're
about?
like, oh my god.
You go to the Midwest, fucking America. There's just
Yeah.
space.
There's just
Yeah,
space.
There's
that's
just-
mostly the world. It's just empty space.
Yeah,
That's
it's
most
just
of the
like-
world.
Yeah, well, thank God it's mostly that. Yeah, that'd be fucked up.
Yo, you heard the Amazon is like super undiscovered still?
Yeah, dude. Same with our oceans.
Yeah. Yeah,
There's, like,
it's
so-
actually crazy to think that something
I
that
think
we've known for
7%
so
of our
long.
oceans. The funny
Yeah.
the funny thing is NASA was originally made to search the ocean,
Really?
and then once they searched the ocean, they were like, we're not going to do it anymore, and they went to space.
Oh shit, what's in the ocean?
What's in the ocean?
the fuck?
Only
What is in the ocean?
Only 7% of the ocean has been explored, and also I don't know if this is related, but Antarctica is illegal to fly to
Really? Why is
because
that?
apparently there's something beneath the ice.
Whoa. Are we talking about like some Godzilla
so,
type
like,
shit?
they don't
Like
want people to
civilization
see.
type shit.
Whoa.
So they don't want like people
So,
to see and shit.
Yeah,
I believe it.
Like the thing is,
Yeah, I believe it.
Hitler and the Nazis actually started building bases there.
Really? In
Like,
Antarctica?
why would they build it in Antarctica?
Whoa.
Damn.
Wait. Are we?
Conspiracies are the best.
And some pilots, they have their faces covered. They've been coming out. Have you been hearing about the UFO sightings coming out?
Yeah, there's been so many UFO
Governments are
sightings.
releasing all evidence, and like when Trump was in office, they gave the Pentagon 6 months to release all information about. But I think since Biden's in, I don't think they're doing it as much.
Yeah.
But there's pilots that would be covered, and their voices would be like deep, so you don't recognize them. They said they flew over Antarctica, and he saw a hole going into the middle of the earth, and there was a civilization. And then he got fired because he saw it because he wasn't authorized to fly over it. So now Like they're kind of now he's living in a different country.
What is it? What is that called? What it is? It's the fucking the middle of the earth. It's
The core.
not the core. I know the word for the core, but it's like the I don't even know what I'm fucking
The
talking
middle
about.
of the
Like the
earth.
poles.
Yeah, the poles. What are
Yeah.
those?
I don't know what it's
Fuck.
called.
Wish we had a history teacher or something.
Like North and South Pole, I guess.
Yeah, well, those are the poles, dude. There's definitely something. That's actually fucking interesting as hell. I never even thought about that.
hmm
Wow, man.
It's like scary how much like we don't know, and also pilots and Navy people been seeing things on the radar that are going so fast and they see no jet projection. It's a disc, and they see no projectiles, and it's going like this, going like thousands of miles an hour, going. Like it's just moving and changing direction.
Ray's kid knocks the camera over. Fuck.
Yeah, they've been moving so fast and stopping and redirecting and going so fast. They're like, "What is this?" And then it'll come out of the water. They were
Yeah.
like, "What the hell?" And then it'll go back in the water.
It's fucked what we don't know, man.
There's a lot we don't know. There's actually way more we don't know than we do, and that's cool to think. Because there's always more.
Keeps
to
you
learn.
wondering.
I should read. You know what? We should go to our local library.
And do what?
Figure out everything. You can find a lot of good information in your local library.
Everything at the library you can find online at this point.
Nah,
you need to
dude,
go.
No,
You need, no.
I feel like the top secret shit. And I know
You need
I know
it.
the government has like a big like library that has all like secret shit.
That's
in,
the
like,
thing.
DC.
That's the thing about that. If you actually want some like real knowledge that you probably couldn't find online, you'd have to go to like a super old library.
Well,
Nah, bro,
also
I think
like
we're
a
just- I think
super
the president.
famous-
The
I
president
think we're
has.
just. I think we're just beating down our local library. I just like who the
There's no
fuck.
way. They don't have shit there.
When was the last time you went to the local
When
library?
I delivered pizza there.
Dude, they got some good books there.
Dude,
They got a lot of books there. I remember going there when I
yeah,
was
they
young.
have books, but like they have books
So does
that,
Barnes and Noble.
that are super like mass produced. So like probably.
No, I think they got
everyone-
some young. I think they got some old books in there.
But
the CG fucking public
Why are
library.
you fucking
don't
shitting
have
on the
it.
CG library?
The CG
Like,
public
I'm sure it's not like a
There's
fucking
no gas in there.
dude. What? Dude, it's a
As in,
fucking
like,
library. I'm sure it has some good shit that's like, oh, I was looking. I need. That's what we would have to do if we didn't have the computer. That's what it was. The library is where you got your information from.
Yeah, but now that information they probably have theirs online, so it would be pointless to
Yeah.
even go there.
Nah, dude. I think you're really underestimating
Really?
the power of the book. Yeah, I really do.
I mean, I understand the importance of like reading and
No,
and
just the
whatnot.
power of those libraries in the book. You can find a lot of shit in there. I mean, I don't know if you probably found a lot of shit online.
speaking
but-
of that library,
I don't really
you
read.
can find a lot of history like about Cedar Grove in like New Jersey, basically.
Yeah.
Like about the mental hospitals and everything, and all the underground tunnels and like the war sirens. There's a lot of interesting shit about Cedar Grove history in there. But I know there's a library only dedicated to the president, and that's basically every truth there is like in this world and every history there is.
Where?
Good question.
Are
It's
we-
probably the White House.
Oh yeah.
Dude, we gotta start going to like library hunts, you know? You know, because right now you're talking shit about libraries, and we don't even really. I haven't gone to a library since I was like 8.
Yeah, me neither.
Like, so,
Mine's been the bookstore in like
Yeah.
third grade.
Well, the,
when
book,
they-
the bookstore's different. You know, you're gonna go there and get a book, but the library, you'll find some shit you need to find.
I used to
there.
hit the library hard when I was younger.
Yeah, but you know, I'm sure I was doing. Well, I used to go to the library when I was younger too, but like,
I used
you know,
to
I
just
was
go
reading
there
kid
to like
books.
hang out.
Oh, what the loser?
But Barnes and Noble has some crazy shit. Like I found
Yeah,
a
Barnes and
lot of
Noble's tough.
crazy like shit
Yeah.
about like history, World War II, like the presidents, how the presidents were assassinated, what's behind it.
Whoa.
With, like John F. Kennedy.
There's so much shit in books. God damn it! Why am I not reading?
A lot of
Reading
knowledge
helps.
in books.
Reading just makes you smarter because it's
Oh,
literally
100%.
exercising the brain.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
You know what else?
100%.
Sudoku.
Sudoku.
I just learned how to play that. I saw some TikTok on it. It was on my Instagram feed. It was like, this is how you play Sudoku. And I was
What
like,
is
oh,
Sudoku again?
it's just a game. It's like, remember that game with like all the fucking numbers and the dots and you click where?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I know how to play that now. Not a big flex.
No idea.
You don't know? Well, I do.
What about that one game where you click on like the boxes
The bomb.
and there's
The one
like
with
a
the
bomb,
bomb?
and there's
So
like
like yeah,
smiley
it would say
faces.
like a number, and
Yeah.
if it says 1, that means there's one bomb
I
in the
think
circumference.
you told me how to
that-
play that.
Wait, is that not
actually.
Sudoku?
I think that's Sudoku.
That's
yeah.
exactly what I'm talking
Is
about.
that what you're
It's
talking
exactly what I'm talking about, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot the name of it, but yeah, basically,
think
if there's a
Sudoku.
number, if it's 4 or 3, that means there's 3 bombs around that one square.
Yeah, that's Sudoku. That's Sudoku. Yeah.
It's a cool game.
That's my flex. I never played it, but have you seen I was watching some. I'm gonna go back a little bit. I was watching a YouTube channel. It's called Oversimplified. It talks about history, and I was listening about like
Love it.
Napoleon.
Oh
Like, you
my
know that little
God.
fucker Napoleon, dude?
Speaking of Napoleon, okay, yeah, I have heard of him, but keep going, yeah.
That fucking guy won so many guys. That guy fucking killing it at wars.
He was
ruling all of Europe for a little while, like almost all of Europe, and then everybody was just like, all these like Russia,
basically
England.
like, all the countries like
Or
were
Britain.
fighting against each other. They made allies. Like the United States was just like, yeah, we're independent. Like
Yeah.
no,
We were
but, like,
just building. We actually got the Louisiana Purchase, which was huge.
yeah, and it gave France a shit ton of money. And with all that money, with Napoleon had, he was very strong. And basically, the reason why he ended was because Britain, like all these other countries to the right, and Russia said, you're like not a good leader, because he was eventually getting a little crazy, but he was just such a great general. They're like, fuck, how do we beat him? Oh, I know a way. Let's not fight him. So they avoided him, and they just marched to Paris. And then Napoleon's like, fuck, I can't keep fighting wars. This is so annoying.
Yeah.
And then they're eventually like, all right, get lost. And they banished him to an island.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then he
What
came
island?
back.
Random.
And then they banished him again.
Oh,
Dude, he
shit.
came back, and there was a new king in France. And then once he came back, they're like, Napoleon, what's up? And then they're like, get out, king. And he was like, okay. And king left, and he was like, I'm the ruler. And everyone's like, fuck. They couldn't get rid of him.
Imagine trying to stop
Yeah.
somebody like that. Like, fuck, dude. Like,
Wasn't he super short?
Yeah.
well, he was average for the time.
Average height, they
Really?
said. Average.
Really?
that's
I
all.
always hear that he's really a short guy.
That's what I. That's
I
what I
How
heard.
tall is Napoleon?
I definitely want to look up a photo of this guy.
Napoleon was 5 feet 6 inches
He was
tall.
5
5
feet,
foot 6
and that was average at the time. 5 feet.
Kind of miscalled my landlord. I'll call him later.
Napoleon.
But Napoleon was. He was a very smart guy.
Right.
Like, another thing that generals do to spark their strategy is play chess. 'Cause,
Yes,
like,
yeah.
They just. It's just a puzzle. They know what attacks, and like in Game of Thrones, they use like pieces, and they literally like, oh, we moved that there, and then that's how they use strategy. That's how they learn how to exercise their brain and how to execute their plan. And Napoleon was great.
No, that type of shit, I definitely want to get more into that. I also want to try to get into like reading more about like great warriors. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? To truly understand the mindset of a warrior, like the Alexander the Great, or like the Julius Caesars. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and Julius
Like,
Caesar was number 2.
Yeah, he was. That's
Julius
the
Caesar
thing.
was behind Napoleon.
Really?
Yeah, he was.
Damn.
He was also, dude.
Stud.
Like with Caesar, like they had to do hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
the way to fight a war back
Yeah,
then.
dude.
And how do you strategize a strategy with hand-to-hand combat? Go over there, fight that guy. Like
You win that fight.
yeah, like Napoleon was just like cavalry with horses, and then artillery, then like flanking from like he was crazy. He would move his men. He would have a shit ton of men and have them in
Yeah, he
little
would
tiny
move fast.
groups and flank in different areas with cavalry and like artillery and like.
Caesar, I mean, look at Caesar now. He's got a fucking pizza place named after him, so he's kind of killing it.
like the people feared Napoleon so much that they started shooting artillery like in the fighting where their own men were, like just so they can secure a victory.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, that's fucked up.
What a beast, you know?
If I died by my
They would
own
do
crew,
anything to try
I'd
to
be
so
so mad.
I turn around like this with like a bullet in my head, like, you're behind me. Thought I was good from the back at least. What the fuck? Shot my own goddamn teammate. Can't believe this. Joined Napoleon's side.
And some of them did. Some of them did switch sides. There was this one battle where like Napoleon was really losing, but like they were like, "Fuck, Napoleon's really losing. Did he lose a battle? I don't think so. You
Yeah.
want to switch sides? Sure." And they switched sides, and then they're like, "Fuck," and then they're like, "Napoleon's losing. Yeah, let's go against Napoleon." And they went against
Nah,
Napoleon
those
too.
Napoleon days, what type of weapons did they use?
Muskets and like artillery.
Okay, so they had muskets and like those like.
Yeah, so basically they would shoot. Hold on. Reloading. Reloading.
Oh, hold on.
You better fucking.
Did they have
You better
swords?
count
and
your
shit, too?
days.
They had swords.
They had
so
swords,
they would
yeah.
they would
They would have
charge
at the
on
end, so
cavalry
they would
with
stab
swords.
Okay.
Game of Thrones, dude.
I was just gonna bring up the point. Game of Thrones. If you would want to see like something depicted like that, like a great like sword war, I'm sure Ray can agree to this. Have to watch Game of Thrones.
I gotta watch Game of Thrones.
Because
Game of
like
Thrones.
It
they
is
would also
some of
like
the
in medieval
craziest.
times they would use like these like catapults and they'll light them on fire. They'd be like, and they'll
Yeah.
like burn everybody.
Yeah.
They're like, ah!
One of the greatest cinematic wars I've ever seen, Battle of the Bastards, Game of Thrones.
Oh, that's a great one. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean...
Don't spoil it.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop talking about it, but I just need you to know that that is the greatest
I'll watch it.
war scene I've seen.
How long have we been going for? I saw you do it twice. That's like over an hour.
It like shut down. I think I restarted it 3 times.
All right.
So we did pretty. This is a really long episode. I think.
We might, yeah,
What
we
time
got-
did we start? Like 6:30.
We got
6?
fucking. We
It's 8.
We got super informative.
Yeah, we
about
got
this
super
one.
informative and shit.
All right. Well, if you're
Oh,
still
yeah.
listening, good. Thanks for sticking through. we had a lot of fucking shit to talk about.
So
Sorry
if
about
you guys learned something, I definitely did.
that. Yeah.
I'm sure everyone else here did
Yeah.
too.
Shave your legs.
Hell yeah.
That's what it is. All right.
Shave legs. That's the message for today.
All right. Well, I'll catch you.